Hello everyone and welcome to the second video about AI and Blender. So as I said, I'm going to introduce you to ChatGPT. So first, let's just go to ChatGPT. So ChatGPT has been made by OpenAI. So we can go to the OpenAI website, the first link, and we can here, so how is the site right now? We can just go to introduce ChatGPT, and here I'm on the chat directly because I'm already logged in. But in your case, you will need to log in. So you can either create an account or log in with Google. So you make your choice. On the left, you might see that I can create a new chat, or I can go to previous chats. Those chats I will be using later in the course, but just know that any chat you have with ChatGPT, you can save it and go back at it at any time. So yeah, that's as easy as it is. You just arrive to ChatGPT like that, and you have a tremendously powerful AI to your fingertips. You just need to ask questions, it will answer. So we are just going to go over what's on the screen right now, like examples, capabilities, limitations, and discuss a bit about that. So for the examples, you can ask things about quantum physics. You can ask him creative ideas for like personal day-to-day life, like a birthday, or what kind of present you can do to certain type of people, stuff like that. Or you can actually ask him to create precise code for like a specific needs or anything. So it's really diverse. So that's why I really say in the course that you can use ChatGPT in any field, even though we are using it for 3D for this course. And actually for this course, we are going to generate scripts that we are going to run to Blender, but we'll see that later on. About the capabilities, it's really important to note that the chat and the AI remember what is said during the conversation. And that's really maybe one of the most powerful feature, because it allows you to have a true conversation with the AI and really help it understand what you really want. Basically, with Blender, you can say at the beginning of the conversation, just know that I'm using Blender 3.1. Let's say it's your version of Blender, and then it's gonna remember that for the rest of the chat, and it's gonna impact him on the answer he's looking for to provide you, because now he knows you have a 3.1 version of Blender. Also, you can ask him something, then you can say, please correct this, or you can say, you made a mistake, or try again. So, and this is how we are going to use the AI. We are really going to discuss with it and like have an exchange and improve step by step, so that we can finally achieve the result we want. Because as you will see later in the video, it's not always easy to get exactly what we want on the first try, on the first chat. Usually you have an idea, so you either break it down in multiple steps, or maybe you need to give a rough idea and refine like chats after chats. So that's really important to keep in mind on how to use ChatGPT. And even like AI in general, you need to usually refine, like try again. The AI is as powerful as your capability to use it. So because it doesn't know anything, it's just processing data, you need to be like the one using it correctly. You are in charge of how powerful the GPT is. So on the second point, allow user to provide follow-up correction. So that's what I mentioned before. You can say that there is a mistake in the provided answer, and that's really nice. It's gonna correct itself. Maybe it's gonna need some few iterations, but yeah. And also, it's trained to decline inappropriate requests, and that's a really, really important part of this ChatGPT. So we are not concerned about this for this course because we are doing only like ethic demands, like creating 3D models and everything. So we are not concerned by this capability, but as I said, AI is going to grow more and more every day, and the question about ethics with AI and what people can do and what people shouldn't be allowed to do is going to be a huge question in the future. So I really like that they already assess this issue about what can people do negatively with this powerful tool. For the limitations, so we are going to see some limitations along this course. I wanted to be like as honest and show you all the flaws we have right now. And the first one, which we'll see also later in the course, but it might generate incorrect informations. And what is really disturbing with this ChatGPT is it provides wrong answers as confidently as right answers. So if you don't, you need to be critical about the answer he provides, because on the way the answer is presented, you can have no idea if it's right or wrong. You need to verify it yourself. Especially for code, it's always well written, like nice variable names, comments on every line on what everything is doing, but sometimes it's completely wrong. And the only way to know is just to test it out. So don't trust the AI, just try it yourself. The next point is it might produce harmful instruction or biased content. This is maybe because also we have like wrong informations and or biased information on the internet, and because it's based on that, and it's really hard to know like what is true, what is biased, or what is objective, what is subjective. It might mess up in certain subjects depending on what you ask. But yeah, for us it's gonna be mostly correct or incorrect answers, maybe depreciated functions or stuff like that, but yeah. And also limited knowledge about the world and what happened after 2021, because the training data set is before then. So every new thing that happened after limited knowledge about the world, that's just because what happened after 2021 was not fed to the data set of ChatGPT, so it doesn't know about what happened after. So that's just a limitation based on how it works. That's it for this course. It was just basic introduction for beginners on like ChatGPT, AI and everything. In the next course, we are going to jump into it and see how we can use ChatGPT with Blender.